It's all covered in phone numbers. All of you who had your phone numbers exposed on my channel, you could have easily avoided it by not being a piece of shit. By doing the right thing when I first came to you. So let's call some of these numbers, right? Get my Sharpie and we'll try writing on this here piece of cardboard. We'll write the numbers down and I'll tell you the numbers too. 503-906-1249 is the Fox 12. You can send your news tips to kptv-news@gray.tv or the hotline at 503-548-6550 or fax 503-548-6920. Obviously, I don't have the ability to do any of these things for myself. I can't function. You not understand that. Like, these people pull the fucking most shitty excuses out of their asses. My ear hurts a lot. I hope it's cancer. I really do. It's probably just an ear infection. Or something lodged in my inner ear canal. I haven't been a functional human being since 2016. Y'all should have put me down. You see how they don't give a shit at all? Between trying to turn in predators and killing them, you notice I've literally made zero effort at killing anybody. See, that's the thing, is that, yeah, I'm disabled, but it only exists when it comes to harming me. None of these services help us. Not a goddamn one of them. When we're abused, none of these people fucking care. Ha ha ha. You don't take it seriously. That's the problem. We could have put a stop to this abuse a long time ago, but you're fucking pussies. I'm willing to go to the prisons for the rest of my life to show this goddamn evidence, you fucking trash. Ha 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 ha. I gotta find that pen. Ha ha uh ha 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 ha. My accelerator's sticking. I don't know how to fix it. Maybe a bungee cord or something. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, why can't you help get assisted termination of life legal for me? Why can't you help do that? Why can't you help me to end my fucking existence? You obviously don't give two shits about your own even. When you say everyone's got problems, no, everyone doesn't have these problems. You can go to the cops. You can go to your friends. All mine'll do is rip me off and take advantage of me. I've never mattered to anyone my entire life. It never mattered how good I was. What mattered was that people could rape me and beat me and call me mentally ill. I've taken abuse for sticking up for every one of you pieces of shit. Meanwhile, the news only cares about what's popular. Seems everywhere I go, I run into corrupt law enforcement. I expose them. They get busted. Just not for doing shit to me. I was able to find the video where I was talking to Ray Rao. It was about fucking Farnsworth. Dude's a douche. Make the pain go away. 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 Make it 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 go away. Uh, uh, I probably won't even be able to read it. I'll probably run out of battery here. As long as I don't rev it up into second gear, it doesn't get stuck. Uh, uh, oh, oh, ah, 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 ah. I got a hole in the sock so I can write without my hand hurting, but I don't know where it's at. Uh, 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 uh. Oh, come on, I can't fucking see it, god damn it. Uh, uh, uh.
Thank you for calling Fox 12 and Fox 12 Plus. If you know your party's extension, you may enter it at any time. For news, press 1. For sales, press 2. For technical or reception issues, press 3. For general information or to reach our administrative staff, press 4. To leave a comment or concern, press 5. For an employee directory, press pound. You can also find most information about our station by browsing to kptv.com. I did not get your response in time. Please try.
Hello, my name is Sean Schwartz. I'm sorry if I get a little bit loud. I have an ear infection in my left ear that's making it impossible to hear anything.
Okay.
Also, I have Asperger's. I get sensory overload from being stuck in public. Um, there's a few stories that you guys are running about Tillamook, Oregon. I actually live here. I was
Hmm.
bullied into getting all the housing and everything here in order to try to make a police report, if you can believe that. I've got evidence of almost every agency here involved in trying to protect the police agencies here. Ray Rao isn't the only one who is involved in stealing stuff from the evidence locker.
Okay.
A lot of those drugs didn't even make it to the evidence locker. They were given out to certain homeless people for favors. I have a YouTube channel, and it's a really scary channel because I have my panic attacks on it as well. I don't hide anything. But it's full of call after call after call to every agency that I've been sent to try to turn in these crimes. All of them telling me it's not their job and to go to somewhere else. Um, I was stalked here to Tillamook from Hood River by a guy named James Murphy. When I first got here, there was a man named Robert Farnsworth who has a long history of abuse and also schizophrenia and many other things. Um, I had to flee my last home because of abuse over a woman named Natalie Bollinger who was shot in the head in Colorado. And it makes it a real complicated situation. But the situation as it stands is that I'm in Tillamook, Oregon. You can look my name up on the internet. It's
Okay.
extremely popular. Natalie Bollinger's story is extremely popular among a lot of web sleuthers. I don't have any friends anymore. I try to record 24 hours a day, everything that I do, every call that I make. I try to turn in mandated reporters, but everybody says it's not their job, and then they send me to therapy. I had my own therapist in Colorado and in Nebraska. I had 4 of them actually. None of them believe that I'm schizophrenic. None of them believe that I'm delusional. All of them can attest to the fact that I don't have hallucinations or anything of that nature. The problem is that when your disability is a communication disability, it's easy for people to talk over you. I get angry and irate and I literally scream for help. I deal with so many threats, so much harassment. My YouTube channel it's got a lot of people calling me the N-word, calling me every manner of hate that they could, and I scream all that stuff back on the internet. I I don't have any other way to process it. I can't
Hmm.
um how do I say this? I'm scared. I'm scared for my life, but also I really would like for my life to no longer exist. I've been harmed that much in the last 7 years.
Sorry to hear that, Sean. So let me do trying to get somebody to look into that into an email. You can email it to our newsroom. That way, our reporters and our investigative team will be able to see that, and then they can decide if they want to contact you and follow up with the story.
Yes, sir. One of the problems that I have is that I can no longer function. I don't have ready access to the internet like that. I have to try to do everything over the phone. I have
Okay, so let me
disabilities that
take
I
your
can't
number
turn
down then,
off.
Sean.
Yes, sir. My number is um,
pass your number and the info along to our desk when they get in. They're not in right now. They'll get in the morning. And like I said, they're the ones that kind of decide what to follow up on, and we got your contact info. So if they want to follow up with you, they'll give you a call.
Thank you, sir.
Sure. Have a good night, Sean.
You too.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye. We'll try another one. I got 11% battery. That's nice. It's going up. Oregon News Station. KOIN. Parents frustrated by lack of playground access. Person found dead and fully engulfed house fire. Moltco has millions left to spend on homelessness. Motorcyclist killed in crash involving semi. Ha. 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 KGW. Ha. 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 Uh. 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 Ha. Ha. Go try this one. Uh, 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 ha, ha, ha. See, they all want the same things, and they're things that I can't do because I have disabilities. I can't turn them off. Ah, 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 ah. Ah, ah, that's a fax number. Ah, 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 ah.
Hi, I'm Brenda Braxton, and thank you for calling KGW. If you're calling about Days of Our Lives, press 9 now. To reach our news department, press 1. For our investigative team, press 2. To report. Hello, this is KGW investigative reporter Kyle Aboshi. Thanks for calling the KGW investigative tip line. Please leave your name, phone number, and a brief description of your story idea. We can't respond to everyone, but we'll certainly consider your idea and appreciate you reaching out. Thanks.
Uh,
Reception Center, this is Dan.
Hello, Dan. My name is Sean Schwartz.
Hi, Sean.
Is this the state hospital?
This is Oregon State Hospital, yeah.
All right. I'm being severely abused here in Tillamook, Oregon, and none of the services here are willing to help me. I do have a Medicaid, or let me see, is it Medicaid or I think it's Medicaid that I have. Do you accept that insurance there?
Well, the thing is, we don't do self-admits here is the problem. What I can do is get you in touch with some resources that might be able to... who have you reached out to over there in Tillamook?
Literally everyone. I've reached out to, all right, so APS here isn't APS. It's Northwest Senior and Disability Services. When I first started going to the police here about the crimes being committed against me, they just wanted to send me to all the mental places. So they're trying to assume or insinuate that I'm mental instead of doing their jobs as mandated reporters. Then when I go to Northwest Senior and Disability Services, despite the fact that I have physical disabilities, they refuse to do their jobs. They send me to Tillamook Family Counseling Center or to the police. So yesterday alone, I was given, I want to say like 23 different phone numbers that I called all of them. I've been doing this for 11 months, sir, where I'm magically mentally ill when it comes to them doing their jobs for me. They want to pull the mentally ill tag and bully me. I mean, nobody wants to be bullied by the police. Nobody wants to be bullied by Northwest Senior and Disability Services. Nobody wants to be bullied as an autistic adult into having a meltdown and then treated like they're a criminal for having a meltdown after being bullied for trying to turn in crimes. I'm scared and I can't function. They've bullied me to the point that I am doing my best to try to turn it in instead of trying to kill myself. And they just love hearing that because then they get to go, oh, you're trying to kill yourself. Well, now we get to lock you up and now you got suicidal ideations on your record, so nobody's ever going to listen to you again. And that needs to stop. Bullying someone until they commit suicide is not the same as someone wanting to die because they're chemically imbalanced.
Yeah.
Like, literally, my options at this point are to kill myself or to kill myself. And obviously, instead of trying to kill myself, I keep reaching out for help like an idiot to try to get help stopping abuse, getting someone to look at the evidence of how much I've had to go through. But that mentally ill thing is stuck in my way. I'm told that I have to be reassessed here in Oregon now that I've been literally bullied into becoming an Oregon resident to try to turn in crimes that were committed against me.
So what I'm trying to think of, I mean, you said you reached out to, 24 different organizations about this now?
Just yesterday. I also called a bunch today. I also tried calling the news. I've jumped through every hoop that I can possibly jump through, but my disabilities are insurmountable. I can't turn off autism. I can't turn off sensory overload. I cannot provide myself with a quiet room.
Yeah.
I can't take care of my daily needs. I get a disability check because I can't take care of my daily needs. But nobody is addressing that issue and helping me to take care of my daily needs. When I'm harmed, I have to make the calls alone. And because autism is a communication difficulty, especially when we're afraid or in a state of crisis, and that state of crisis, if we were just abused, yeah, we're going to be in a state of crisis.
Right.
I've been in a state of crisis for 7 years straight.
I'm sorry to hear that. The thing is, I'm trying to think what I can do for you, because we can't admit you here, unfortunately. It's like strictly court ordered admissions here. Otherwise, I would try to help you out and get
Okay,
you in
well,
here.
if I drove to Salem to the hospital, honked my horn, ran around naked, and threatened to kill everybody, would that be enough?
It really wouldn't. It has to be court ordered to get into Oregon State Hospital. Now, Salem Hospital has a crisis center that you can self-admit to.
Sir, all they do is discredit the victim, all right? That's all they do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand why it is okay to hurt me. I don't understand why I am forced to record everything that I do and say. I literally have to do that because anyone can lie about me, call me mentally ill, and I'll be harmed. I was forced into homelessness because of all this. My best friend got shot in the head in Colorado. And I've had to take nothing but abuse ever since then. It's not okay that I am being abused to the point that I want my life to end. It isn't okay that I've had to feel that way every single day for the last 7 years because not one person cared to help me turn in any of the abuse that I take. And no police or any other agency for that matter that takes American tax dollars is going to do their job as a mandated reporter for a disabled homeless man. There's too much money in ignoring us until we have a mental breakdown and then charging us as a criminal.
I understand what you're saying, sir. But I still don't think there's anything I can do at this facility to help you with that situation. The best I can say, I would have told you to start talking to the police about it, but I understand. I heard what you said. Clearly, that's not working for you. The only other option that we have for getting immediate help here is referral to the crisis center. Closest one to our facility would be at Salem Hospital.
Sir, my crisis is that I've been abused to the point that I can't function. I'm lucky I can speak right now.
I'm still not going to be able to get you into here. Especially if you don't want people to think that you're mentally ill, this is the last place you want to be admitted to. If I could make that happen, which I can't, it has to come from a gym.
Well, that's the problem with the mentally ill tag, is that it's actual diagnoses that I'm after. Sir, I need to be locked up. I need to be. I can't function as a human being. I am afraid everywhere I go, and I am harmed everywhere I go. I record evidence of the harm, but I can't function beyond that.
I understand what you're saying, but at this facility, we can't take.
Are you there?
Yep. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I can now.
Yeah. So I understand what you're saying, but at this facility, we can't admit you to help with that because we exclusively admit based off court order.
Well, sir, I don't want to have to commit a crime to get a court order. I'm trying to do this myself.
Well, you probably don't want to come here regardless.
I'm aware of that, and that's the thing that sucks. I've been told how bad it is there. I've also been reading a lot of articles about it and about your understaffing issues and a lot of the violence issues that you have as a result of it. And a few of the staff have even spoke up on the news after quitting about being afraid for themselves as well as for the patients. So I get what you're saying.
The best referral I have for your situation, if you need to get away from abusers, would be to go to a crisis center that could get you in right now. Again, the closest one to here would be Salem Hospital.
Yes, sir. What's the number there?
Yeah, just a moment.
Will they allow me to have my belongings, or will my car get towed?
I'm not 100% sure on that. Let's see. Let me give you this number. They'll be able to answer those questions.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Psychiatric Crisis Center. Okay, so you ready?
Yes, sir.
That is 503 585.
I'm sorry, I have nerve damage. I write slow. 503
585
585
4949. And now
4949.
you got it. And now that's the Psychiatric Crisis Center at the Salem Hospital campus. All right, they're open 24 hours. You can call there. You can go there in person. And they're going to be the best resource I have to offer you as far as getting away from abusers.
Yes, sir.
At least in the short term.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Thank you.
All right. Take care of yourself now.
You too. Be safe. Yeah, I really do keep up on current events and what's going on. I do read the news a lot. The corruption here is bad. So let's see. I hope I wrote the number down. I can't even read it.
Crisis Center, this is Kayla. How can I help you?
Hello, my name is Sean Schwartz, and I was wanting to...
Were you wanting to talk to somebody?
Yes, ma'am. I was also wanting to see about getting admitted, and I wanted to know a few things first. I've got a vehicle that's full of evidence of abuse that's been ongoing for 7 years.
Yeah, let me transfer you over to one of our mental health professionals you can talk to about this, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Crisis Center, this is Kat.
Hello, Kat. My name is Sean Schwartz.
Hey, Sean, what can I do for you this morning?
I'm being abused because I can't take care of myself. I do get disability money, but I've also been forced into homelessness. I can't get the police to listen to me as a result, and I'm victimized often out here on the streets. I don't do drugs. I don't drink alcohol. I do have some information from my mental health specialist from Nebraska, but I haven't been able to see her in over 2 years because of abuse in Nebraska that I had to flee.
Okay.
My best friend was shot in Colorado. Her name was Natalie Bollinger. We hadn't been friends for over a year by the time she got shot in the head. She was suicidal, and so was I. And both of us, it was over the same thing. It's abuse and neglect. The people we're supposed to go to for help, the people that are supposed to love us, they do bad things to us.
Okay.
Anyway, she claimed that I stalked her to Virginia, which isn't the case, and the evidence shows that it's not the case, but the police wouldn't look at it. And they also, every time that they tried to frame me for Natalie's death. She got a protection order against me 2 weeks before she was killed, after I exposed her dad for raping her and her sister and having him sell drugs when they were kids. So, all the police that I went to before she was killed, according to the law in the state of Colorado, they can be charged with manslaughter because they didn't do their jobs. Any mandated reporter that I told about the crimes. It did result in Natalie committing suicide. She was shot by Joseph Michael Lopez on December 29th of 2017 with her boyfriend's 9mm Glock 19 at 6 to 15 inches away from her left temple. She was wearing a black hoodie, black pants, black shoes, and mismatched socks. And she was on her knees. And that was outside of McIntosh Dairy. I was only 5 blocks away when he killed her. But because she got a protection order against me, and because the police took advantage of my disabilities and my not understanding what was going on, they just bullied me until I couldn't function. And I didn't used to be like that, but I took a lot of abuse. Now, I'm told that I have to get reassessed here in Oregon now that I've been bullied into becoming an Oregon resident. I wasn't supposed to move here. That wasn't my intention. I was lied to by a lot of different agencies about who I'm supposed to call and what protocols there are. And I already know the protocols. I was the homeless liaison in Boulder, Colorado for 7 years. The mandated reporter laws aren't much different here. And I research them every time I go to a new state. I need to be able to go somewhere to get away from my predators. I do have Medicaid. I can't protect myself. I can't defend myself. And I need some doctors to come and see me, or I need to go see them and let them see me in person so they can recognize what's going on and understand that it's a trauma reaction, instead of me having to go to police officers who think that they have the ability to diagnose. I can't just keep letting people hurt me just because the cops won't do their jobs. And I can't just let people bully me into committing suicide. I'm not trying to kill myself, and I'm not trying to kill anyone else. I always do the right thing. I choose to try calling it in instead of hurting people, instead of killing people, instead of threatening to kill people. I've been forced to threaten people twice. Once 3 months after Natalie was killed, her father, Ted Bollinger, was getting a hold of me on his other daughter's YouTube account to threaten me and harass me and to try to goat me into a response, and a lot of people do that. I get literally hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of restricted calls, and I can't get anyone to stop and listen or take a look at the evidence. I don't have the ability to stop and write everything down or go through any of the evidence. I can't get any of these social workers to look at the conditions that I live in. If I was to drive to the hospital there, would my vehicle get towed?
Here in Salem?
Yes, ma'am.
I believe that you can park in patient parking
Yes, ma'am.
if you're going to be seen at the hospital.
Would the decisions there be evidence-based or just opinion-based?
Well, there is evidence-based as they can be with the information that people have available to them.
All right, well, I have a lot of evidence, so I believe that's the best way to go about it.
Okay.
What do I
So
have to do in order to check in there?
you need to be evaluated in the emergency department.
Yes, ma'am, and how exactly does that work?
It's just like going to any other emergency room. You walk in, you tell them what they're there for, and you'll be evaluated by the physician that's available.
I'll be lucky if I have the money to get the gas to go all the way there, but I'll try. Ma'am, they're gonna push me to kill myself here. I can't
Where are
have
you
that.
currently?
I'm in Tillamook.
Okay. Why not go somewhere in Portland? That would be closer.
I called Portland. They told me the closest place is Salem. I also called the Salem Hospital and a different Salem hospital, and they're the ones who referred me to you.
Okay. So for inpatient, if you're in Salem, you have to go through the emergency room. If you're coming down from Tillamook, you have to come through Portland to do so. If they're referring you over here for housing support, there's
No, ma'am.
nothing.
No, ma'am. I need to be assessed, and it needs to be longer than 72 hours. I can't just keep taking this. I literally can't. If there's a number of a hospital in Portland that you can give me, I am more than willing to call them.
Most inpatient psych in the state of Oregon is going to be a 3 to 5 day inpatient program.
Yes, ma'am, and that's a good idea. If it's a 5-day, that's much more better for me. It won't take more than that for them to realize what's going on. That's if it's evidence-based. If it's opinion-based, then they're not going to allow me my evidence, and they're not going to look at anything either. They'll end up taking away my phone and taking away any communication device that I have and not allowing me access to it, which makes it so that it's basically my word versus anybody else's. I'm tired of people calling me mentally ill. I'm tired of people calling me gay and all of those other mean names that they call gay people. I'm not gay. And I don't have any problem with gay people either. I'm tired of being screamed at the N-word. You know, I hate that word.
Well, I think it's about an hour and a half from Tillamook to Portland. So my recommendation, there is a walk-in behavioral health center named Unity.
Unity?
Yep, and they have their own emergency department, and they would be able to assess.
Yes, ma'am. Are they familiar with autism?
Well, they are a behavioral health hospital, so they are familiar with anything under the behavioral health umbrella.
I've noticed that not to be true, but I'll give them a shot.
Okay.
What's their number?
I can give you their ED number, or you could just walk in there because they're a walk-in emergency department.
Probably the ED number.
Okay, it's 503 988. Sorry, not 988. 944 8000.
944.
8000.
All right, and what's the other number?
It was a different. It doesn't go anywhere.
Okay.
Is there anything else I can do for you this morning, Sean?
No, ma'am. I'll find out if they'll take me, and if they won't, I'll call you back. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. Both hospitals, by the way, Salem and Portland, are in the news for that.
Thank you for calling Legacy Health. If this is a life-threatening emergency, please hang up and dial 911. Para ayuda en español, oprima el número 2. We cannot provide specific medical advice over the phone. Please hold for the next available operator.
Unity Center Behavioral Health. This is Cheryl. How may I direct your call?
Hello, my name is Sean Schwartz. I suppose I should probably give you a couple details about what is going on. I need to be admitted to the hospital. I've been told that, alright, I was bullied into becoming a resident of Oregon. I wasn't planning on staying here. Now that I've been bullied into getting residency so that I can make a police report, I should tell you.
You're able to go into the emergency department here. It's open 24 hours. They don't turn anybody away.
I can't hear you. Could you speak up?
You're able to go into the emergency department if you like to be seen. They don't turn anybody away.
Okay, ma'am. If I go there, will they allow me to bring evidence so that I can prove that I'm telling the truth when I talk to a therapist?
I mean, you're able to bring whatever you like. I don't think they would deny for you to show them stuff.
Yes, ma'am. Very good. Also, is there a place that I could park my car if I got there?
Yeah, there's a parking lot.
Okay, it's not safe for me to drive right now, so I'll have to wait.
Okay. We're open 24 hours.
Yes, ma'am. Is there a... Oh, I was referred to your number, so I don't actually have the address of your clinic.
It's a hospital, and did you want the address?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Okay, so the address is 1225
1225.
Northeast 2nd Street.
All right. And you guys aren't the state hospital, I noticed.
No, we're not the state hospital. Unity Behavioral Health.
All right, so I got 1225 NE. I write slow. I have some nerve damage, and I'm sorry about that.
It's okay. Yeah, 1225 NE 2nd Street.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Uh... Uh, 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 Unity Hospital, Portland, Oregon. Uh, 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 uh,
Head north on Del Monte Avenue toward Oregon 6 East, then turn right onto Oregon 6 East.
I gotta pee. Uh, 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 Ah. 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 Oh, 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 oh,
Thank you for calling Legacy Health. If this is a life-threatening emergency, please hang up and dial 911. Para ayuda en español, oprime dos. We cannot provide specific medical advice over the phone. Please hold for the next available operator.
Unity Center Behavioral Health. This is Cheryl. How may I direct your call?
Hi, I need help.
Okay, you're able to go into the emergency department, sir.
I'm not. I'm all the way in Tillamook, and it's not safe for me to go to the hospital here.
Let me transfer the main admin here. One moment.
Unity Admitting, how can I help you?
Hello, my name is Sean Schwartz, and I'm in Tillamook, and it's not safe for me to go to the hospital here. I want to go to the hospital there. I'm tired of being abused. I'm tired of being neglected. I'm tired of people taking advantage of my disabilities.
Okay, maybe you should like call 911.
I did. They won't do anything. They don't care.
I have no way of coming to get you.
I know.
What do you want me to do for you?
I'm probably gonna have to drive there.
Okay, do you have the address?
No, I have a P.O. box.
Okay, do you have the address to where you're trying to drive to?
I'm trying to drive to Unity Hospital in Portland from Tillamook.
All right, you're gonna probably have to put that in your phone and Google it.
Yeah, it's already in there. It's that I can't
Oh, it already
physically
is?
drive because
Okay.
I'm afraid.
All right. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. Hold on 1 second. Okay.
Okay. Oh. 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 Oh.
Now he's yelling on the phone.
I'm not yelling.
You okay?
No.
Did you? Okay. The only thing I can indicate is probably consult emergency services. Okay. Because I can't transport you or get you a ride from here. All right. Hello? All right.
I
Well,
don't get
have a good day.
ma'am.
You have the address, so I look forward to seeing you here, okay?
Ma'am, you're a behavioral health unit. You should understand autism better than that.
I'm not a clinician. I just work at the front desk. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you.
No. No, thanks. Ah. 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 Grayson's bath type. Why do you keep groaning? It's because I'm autistic and in a state of crisis. I'm afraid of you and your friends. I'm afraid of the police. You don't understand how mean that stuff is. None of y'all stopped to listen to none of the things that I was telling you about the abuse that I'm going through. Now there's a bunch of you little turds on my channel bullying me even worse. I never wanted to fucking be here. You know, Grayson, there's other people who type on here too. Some of them are just as mean as them youngins out there in that parking lot. It's not just you, it's all of you. When they're bullying me, none of you are going to stick up for me, and I'm not allowed to stick up for myself. That's why I have to record. But if I record, then I'm a fucking horrible person too, aren't I? I make that sound because I'm autistic and in a state of crisis. Because I'm afraid that I'm not going to get heard. I'm afraid that nobody will ever look at the evidence and speak up. I'm afraid that nobody will ever recognize that I can't take care of myself. And they'll just let this keep happening. I'm afraid that people are going to keep on threatening to kill me, but no one's ever going to follow through. I'm afraid of you because if something happens to me, you're going to look the other way. You won't speak up. Nobody ever does. Nobody ever takes a look at the evidence. I set up meeting after meeting to see people because there has to be civilian oversight, but there is none. I got to go to the cops by myself to get talked over. Nobody goes through the process with me. They just procrastinate for literally months on end. I waste all my money going around from place to place to place that's supposed to help disabled people, and they don't help me. They don't understand that I'm going to have a mental fucking breakdown, and they're going to hurt me again for having a mental breakdown. You know what I did to stalk Natalie Bollinger in Virginia? I had a fucking mental breakdown because I was fucking dehydrated. I didn't have any other support network there except Natalie and Alicia. My fucking phone wouldn't work. I'm afraid of you because instead of understanding, you're more likely to hurt me. You're more likely to take advantage of the fact that I can't defend myself and nobody cares because I'm homeless. You're not likely to recognize that I don't do drugs and I don't drink, and I'm not one of them. None of y'all speak up about the fact that it was all I needed was a real friend. Instead of people telling me that if I go there and they'll help me, and I go there and all they do is get drunk and do drugs and fucking yell at each other, I can't function. Who can? Can you do your fucking homework while you've got a whole family of people fucking screaming at each other? Nobody's gonna look at the evidence. They're just gonna let me be harmed over and over and over again. People wanting to bully me and call me gay and the mean words that are supposed to be synonyms with gay. All them people screaming the N-word at me. Coming up on me trying to start fights. I have to record. That bullying is uncalled for. You have no idea how much fucking bullying I had to go through before all this. How much bullying I had to go through in Hood River and the Dalles. How I had to spend all of my money just to move somewhere else and travel around all these places that don't help. I didn't want to fucking move here. If you're fucking victimized, you'll get help right away. When I'm victimized, you look what happens. Look what fucking happens. Your friends, the cops, bully me for trying to turn in your classmates, your fucking coworkers. You all work together to destroy a person's life. Why am I fucking afraid of you? Because you'll just watch. I never tried to harm any of you. Any of you. Well, you try to solve your problems by fucking threatening to blow up the school. How does that fucking help anybody? I got all this evidence and nobody will look at it. Everyone deserves an honest fucking chance in court. Everybody deserves the right to face their accusers. Every victim should be fucking heard. And nobody will even acknowledge me as a fucking victim. Watching is not all you can do, Grayson. Anybody can fucking speak up. Anyone can speak up. The people that don't, we call cowards. There's a guy calling himself Tony Scanlon. We know that this is a fake account. This is somebody who watches my channel often. Decided to take the name of a shitty doctor in Nebraska from one of my stories. So what do we do with these punks? We click on it. And we hide user on this channel. See how easy that was? And he's gone. Watching is never all you can do. If your sister was being raped, would you watch? If your father was being beaten to death, would you watch? Watching isn't all you can do. Anyone can speak up, anyone with a mouth. If any one of my friends spend as much time as my predators do, if they spent even 1/100th of the amount of time paying attention to me as my predators do, things would be a lot different. But it don't matter. You're just gonna punish me till I kill myself. You're just gonna let these cops get away with it because they're your friends. They talk nice to you. For now. Tiara Corals type, do you need help? Yes, I need help. And Grayson Spath, if you would just watch. That's disgusting. I couldn't watch. I couldn't just watch somebody else get hurt. I don't have it in me. Tiara Corals typed, they'll help you. Really, who? Who's they? If you're gonna type it, maybe you should be specific. Fucking useless. If your father beat your mother to death, would you just watch? Or would you speak up? Obviously, Tiara Quarles doesn't actually have anything meaningful to add. I don't know why I have so many people like that coming on here. Jason Spath typed, I watched when I was little and couldn't do anything. Yeah, me too. When I was a little kid, I decided to be the hero that I needed as an adult. I live in a country full of cowards who only care about themselves. You're never too little to speak up. I can't find my lighter. You notice how these bullies spend a lot of time harassing me, bullying me, making fun of me. Or maybe you don't. The most humane thing that any of y'all could do is invite me up the mountain and put a bullet in my head. Let me ask you something, Grayson. If I was to go down to that parking lot tonight and there was people beating on any of you at all, do you think I'd just watch? I'd pull out my camera on the way over there. And I'd be extremely loud, like I usually am when someone's being harmed. And thank goodness, most of the time that's enough. But I also take a lot of ass whoopings because of it. I'm not going to let people fucking hurt you. I'm not going to let anybody hurt them little fuckers that were mouthing off either. I'm not just going to let it fucking happen. You have no idea how much y'all fucking contributed to me wanting my life to end every moment. I have no real friends. What am I supposed to talk to you little shits about? The N-word over and over and over again? All it would take is one fucking person to take the goddamn situation seriously. But not one fucking person does. They get a hold of me because they want to be fucking entertained. Well, it's not that entertaining being all over the internet, is it? It's not that entertaining having your fucking shithole town and your shithole friends posted up as the fucking shitholes that they are. I didn't come here looking for trouble. I came here fleeing abuse. And what did I get for coming here? More fucking abuse! It doesn't matter where the fuck I go now. It doesn't. What matters is that none of you little shits are gonna fucking kill me. Don't fucking make those goddamn promises. It gets innocent people fucking harmed and killed. Y'all ain't gonna care until it happens to you. This is fucking torture. The least you could do is fucking put one through my head. That's the thing, Grayson Spath. You're not gonna do a goddamn thing. You might get on here and fucking type at me once in a while, but you're not gonna do a goddamn thing to help. You're not gonna do a goddamn thing to stop the abuse. You're not gonna do a goddamn thing to turn it in. You're a watcher. You have no idea how disgusting that is. You want to type we didn't this and we didn't that. I don't give a fuck who it was that was involved and who it wasn't. What I give a fuck about is that I'm still alive and I fucking shouldn't be. Your fucking buddies, your friends down there contributed a whole fucking shit ton to me wanting my life to end. And Christian, being a little fuckhead, contributed a whole shit ton to me wanting my life to end. Not that you guys give a fuck. All you care about is getting in your nice fancy fucking rides and fucking tearing up cookies. You care about using the N-word and fucking bullying fucking victims. None of you give a shit about actual human beings. None of you see me as an actual human being. And that's about the fucking grossest thing I can fucking think of. Hopefully my car will actually work this time.
Head east on 3rd Street toward Del Monte Avenue, then turn left onto Del Monte Avenue. Take the next right onto Park Avenue, then turn right onto Oregon 6 East. Take the next right onto Goodspeed Place, then turn right onto Oregon 6 East.
God, I didn't realize how much more annoying.
Take the next right onto Miller Avenue, then turn right onto Oregon 6 East.
Fucking A.
Turn right onto Ocean Avenue, then turn right onto Oregon 6 East. the next right onto 4th Street, then turn right onto Nestucca Avenue. Take the next right onto Nestucca Avenue, then turn right onto Oregon 6 East.
Hopefully it doesn't break
In
up
500
too
feet,
much
turn right onto Laurel Avenue. Turn right onto Laurel Avenue, then turn right onto Oregon 6 East. Take the next right onto Pacific Avenue, then turn right onto Oregon 6 East. Take the next left onto Main Avenue, then turn left onto 5th Street.
Fuck off, man.
Take the next left onto 5th Street, then turn left onto Pacific Avenue. Take the next left onto 6th Street, then turn left onto Pacific Avenue. In 600 feet, turn left onto 9th Street.
Tired of being taken advantage of just because I can't fucking defend myself. It's bullshit. I'm parked all fucking crooked. You know, my friends could have helped me to get the body camera evidence after Natalie died. Just one of them was up. Not one of them would do anything except fucking procrastinate and lie to me and force me to waste fucking funds on help that never showed up. You're all shitty fucking people. And don't fucking type at me anymore, Grayson. You're all pieces of shit. Every one of you. Not a single one of you that ain't.